Hey, hi, hello guys, welcome back to Code with Nani channel. So today we're gonna discuss the lead code problem of the day. Max sum of a pair with equal sum of her digits. So you are given zero index array nums consists of positive integers. You can choose two indexes I and j such that I not equal to j, and the sum of digits of the number of nums of I is equal to the nums of j. Return the maximum value of nums of I plus nums of j that you can obtain overall possible indexes, and the I and j that satisfies the condition. So here you are given nums array. I'll just walk you through the Microsoft board and get to know about this. Just copy the test case. Okay, got it. So 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 what they are trying to say is we have a nums of array 43, 36, 13, 7, right? So we need to find the a pairs I comma j which has the sum of the digits equal, which means like this digit sum is 1 plus 8, 9. This digit sum is 4 plus 3, 7. So this digit sum is 3 plus 6, 9, 4. And this have only 1, 7. So we have a digit sums as 9, 747, as our 9 is already been repeated. So yeah, what are the nums that we have for the 9? We have a 18 as well as 36, right? And for the 7 we only have a 7, we don't have any other element. And for the 4, we only have a 13. And for the sorry, we have a 7 as 43, 7 and 43. Okay, 143. So in order to obtain a pair sum, we need at least two digits. We need at least two numbers such that have the same digit sum, right? So in this we have a two numbers. In this we have a two numbers, but here we only have a one number, so we cannot make a pair. So we can just simply delete this. Like we don't require that. So what is this sum? 18 plus 36, 54, right? And 43 plus 7, 50. So which is maximum? 54. So thus we need to return it. And if you take another example, example 2, there might be a case, even you have a so many numbers, like you have n numbers, like even if it has 54, 63 and some n numbers. Out of this we only require the maximum a value of a number. So these two are the maximum, so we only consider these two elements here, because what we want is maximum sum, right? So we only take the case where which we get the maximum value. So we don't take the values of the least minimum value, so that it doesn't contribute to the maximum sum. So we only take for any particular value of digit sum, we only take the maximum nums of I for that. Okay. And if you take the example to 10, 12, 19 and 14. So what is the digit sum? 1. And this digit sum 3. This digit sum 10. This digit sum 14. So just take the no, sorry, 5. 5. Just take 1. This is the digit sum. What are the elements that has the digit sum as 1? We only have a 10. For the 12, for the 3, we only have a 12. For the 10, we only have a 19. For 14 we only have a 5. So we don't have any other elements, we only have a single digit for a single digit sum. So we want a pair sum, because we need another element as well. So we don't have any other element for all of the pairs, so simply we just return -1. So what is the intuition of this? As we can see, we are picking up the digit sum and mapping the top two elements, top two sum elements, right? Like uh, first top element, which means that it has highest nums of I value, and the second top element, because we don't care about other elements. Like even if it has the same digit value, but still we only take the two sum because we are picking up the pair, right? Second pair element, right? For digit 1, for a digit sum 2, we'll repeat the same thing. So out of all these pairs, we only return the max of all the pairs, right? So how do we you know get to get to solve this problem? As you can observe the pattern, we are checking the digit sum as a key, and the values are, we need two values, so we can just use of pair of int comma int. So first is the highest element and second is the second highest element. So what kind data, if you um, observe the structure behind it, you can get to know about this, what kind of data structure we can use here. We can use map, right? That makes sense, right? So you can use a map data structure which holds int comma just pair of int comma int. So for this, it holds key element, which means digit sum. For each digit sum, we will holding the highest element, then the second highest element. So in the so after we pushed every element into the map, and in the end we'll check for each key. We'll iterate through the map, and for each key we'll get the sum of the top two elements, and out of all these two, we'll just return the max of it. Okay. So what we can do is, we'll create a map, and we'll push if the digit sum is 9, and if it is coming as the first element, we'll just simply put that value 18 comma minus 1, because we don't have any second element. If the same digit sum has come again, so we'll just need to check if current element is 43, right? So in that case, current element is 54, so less than this. 54 is greater than 18, so in that case, what we need to update in that pair of income and highest element will be 54, and second highest will be the first highest element, because we have a 54 which can replace the first highest, and the 18 becomes the second highest. Suppose in other case, if we have a 20, so in that case, it is not greater than the first element, it is just greater than the second element. So we just replace with the second element. So if it is greater than the first element, then first element becomes the second of it, and the current value which is higher, greater than the first element, that is become the highest element. If it is coming for the first time, we just simply put that value, just put the value and minus 1, because we don't have any other pair of that particular key value, which is digits. And so in that way, we create a map, and we iterate through the map, and just find the maximum sum of all the keys, and we'll just return the max of it. So let's just code it through, guys. You'll get clarity about it. So yeah. So first thing we'll do is, just get an arms dot size. Okay. I'm using a lambda function. You can use normal function as well. So you can just declare the normal function to give the digit sum of that particular value, and just use that value. So I'm using a lambda function. If you like, if it is confusing for you, you can just put normal digit sum and just pass the parameter over here, and just that would return you the answer. So you can choose that way as well, but I generally prefer a lambda function, because we don't need to pass the variables as such, because inside the function, so we don't need to pass that variable, because the scope of that particular variable can be accessed by the lambda function inside of it. So yeah, I used to prefer lambda function. So just it requires a num which need to return int, right? So how do you get the digit sum? Just declare the sum as 0 while num greater than 0 will get the last digit ld nums modulo 10, and what we do is we'll add this to the sum variable, and at the end I'll just decrement the 10, and then we just need to return the sum. So in this way we can get the digit sum as well. So for we'll iterate through the array, and for each value int digit sum that will be the key, right? Digit sum is equal to, what is this? Check of nums of I. So this will take care of the digit sum. And what is the value? That will be the nums of the value. So what we need to do is we simply had a two task. Whether if it is already found, we'll try to make changes on the pair of that integers, whether it can go to the first element or the second element. Just check if mp dot count of, what is the key? Digit sum will be the key for us. Count, which means it will give the count, like whether it is exists in the map or not. If it is exists, then we will make the changes. Else, if it is not exists in the map, simply what we'll do, mp of digit sum is equal to that value comma -1. Why -1? Because until now we don't find any other element. It is the first element, so it will be the first highest element. If in the long run, if any other element greater than this comes, then we can just update that as well. Suppose if that element is already present, what we need to do? We need to, if that value is greater than mp of digit sum dot first, which means if it is greater than the top first element, which means it is the highest element, right? It is the highest element. So we'll make changes in the second element. Like the second element will become the first element, right? So second element will become p of digit sum dot first, right? And the first element will be the current value. Else, if if else if which means it is not greater than the first element, but if it is greater than the second element, let's just take the equal to case. Even if it is equal to the first element, so we can just simply put it in the first element, and the first element can become the second element. So if the value is greater than the second element, what we can do, we can just simply put the second element as the current element. And another case is, if it is not present in the map, we can directly put value -1. So until now we are able to build the map. So how do we get the max elements of it? So just initialize the answer variable with the -1, because there might be a case we just need to return the -1. So we'll just iterate to the map. Just iterate to the map, right? So int key will be I dot first, okay? Auto first highest comma second highest will be I dot second. Or you can even do this way, pair of, because first element will be the key, and second element will be the pair of int comma int, right? So that will be the temp variable. Temp value is equal to I dot second. Okay. suppose if temp dot first equal to minus 1 or temp dot second equal to minus 1, in that case sum equal to minus 1. Why? Because we don't have any pair value. Even one of the value is minus 1, which indicates that we only have a single element that determines the current digit sum. If we don't have a pair, like how do we add the element? So in that case we just simply put a sum as minus 1, just initialize the sum variable. Else case, which means like we have a valid pair, in that case we'll just simply add those two elements, which are top two elements from the particular digit sum. Sum equal to temp dot first plus temp dot second, and in the end we just check for the maximum of answer comma, so this sum variable, and just return the answer value. Let's just run the code. Oh, we didn't declare the map int comma pair of int comma int mp. Yeah, let's just submit the code. Voila, it's submitted. So if you like the video, do subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out any notification from my videos. And that's it for today video, guys. See you tomorrow. Tata, bye bye, take care.